A phase shift QRM eliminator is a powerful tool for removing localized man-made noise from your HF receiver. Unlike a digital signal processor noise reducer that cleans the signal after it has entered your radio, this device cancels the noise before it reaches the front end. Of course, this will not remove radiated noise from a distant source like an over-the-horizon radar or so-called woodpecker QRM, because that is picked up by your main antenna. For the same reason, phase shift QRM eliminator will not eliminate your weak DX signal either. The device operates on a basic principle of alternating current physics. If you have two identical signals but shift one by 180 degrees in phase, that's exactly opposite direction, they will cancel each other out when combined. The main antenna picks up both the desired DX signal and the local noise. The auxiliary or noise antenna positioned to pick up mostly the local noise and very little of the desired signal. QRM eliminator takes the noise from the auxiliary antenna, adjusts its strength or gain to match the noise on the main antenna, and then shifts its phase. When the phase is perfectly inverted, the local noise disappears, leaving only the DX signal that was only present on your main antenna. Here is a typical sequence of operation. Connect your primary HF antenna to the main port and connect your radio to the TRX transceiver or corresponding port on the QRM eliminator. And auxiliary antenna is connected as a secondary antenna. It could be just 2 to 5 meter wire in the shack or a small whip to the auxiliary port. Crucial point is the PTT control. Connect a PTT cable from your radio to the device's RCA jack. This ensures the device bypasses its sensitive circuitry when you transmit, preventing it from being fried by your 100-watt signal. Tuning is an iterative process that requires a delicate touch. Most devices have 3 knobs: gain 1 main, gain 2 auxiliary, and phase. Turn off the device or set auxiliary gain to 0. Establish a baseline noise level on your S-meter. Increase auxiliary gain until the noise level on the S-meter increases. Ensure the noise antenna is actually seeing the interference. Adjust the phase knob slowly. Look for a dip or null where the noise drops suddenly. Fine-tune both auxiliary gain and phase. Alternate between the two to find the deepest null possible. If a noise is from your neighbor's solar inverter or a specific LED light, place your auxiliary antenna as close to that source as possible. A mini whip or active antenna often works better than a simple wire for picking up low-level local QRM. The devices are excellent at nulling one specific point source of noise. If you have mush coming from every direction like general urban noise, the nulling effect will be much less dramatic. If you move more than a few kilohertz on your dial, you will likely need to tweak the phase knob again as phase relationships change with frequency. The use of this, I think, is almost like a manual antenna tuner, which you have to tune for every frequency, and the process is not automatic. I hope that in future we will have devices which can do the process automatically, like our automatic antenna tuners. Of course, there are programs known as artificial intelligence linked QRM elimination, which sends a sample of your noise to their server and gets back the signals without noise. But there is a slight delay in the received audio. I have seen some friends using such AI guided solutions but it is not as fast as we talk, so that when you press the PTT, there might be some delay in picking up the reception. So that is the only problem which I have noted with those AI controlled programs.